Okay, so I'm going to start my red beans and rice recipe, and I'm going to use the smoker. And since I'm going to use the smoker, I'm going to smoke this nice piece of salmon here. I'm checking for bones. I actually don't feel any bones at all, which is nice. Otherwise, you just find them and pull them out with a pair of pliers or needle nose pliers, whatever you got. So let me just start off by adding just a little bit of salt, like that. And I'm going to use some pepper also. Now I'm going to do a combination of things with this. It's about 35 degrees outside. It's mid-November in 2019. I'm going to use a little bit of lemon pepper here just for the lemon flavor. I have fresh lemon juice, but that's not going to stick. So then I'm going to use some salmon shake that we got. It's a Traeger product, and this always seemed to work good on the steelhead trout we used to get every once in a while. It's been a couple of years, I don't know where the heck. But we're going to be going up to Washington State, and I'm really wanting to take my fishing pole and do a little fishing, but I don't know where we can keep the fish or anything. Alright, this is off my smoker, so I'm just going to kind of do this number to it. And just like that, and it's just long enough. Alright, so this andouille sausage I have here, it's nothing that I made. Well, let me back up a minute about this fish. Is that, I gotta turn it anyway, is that this fish is supposed to be wild caught, but you know, any fish that you buy, you know, there's no truth in the labeling anymore. You know, we could be eating totally GMO fish, and what I mean by that is if you get a farm-raised fish and they feed the fish pellets, and in the pellets it's all kinds of stuff that will get into the tissue of the fish, and of course then we eat it. So it's kind of a drag. You can't really trust anything. Even going fishing at lakes that are stocked here in Colorado, they do the same thing. They feed those fish pellets and they raise them from fry. So, you know, we're kind of stuck like this, right? Anyway, this is the andouille sausage. It's pork. It's freshly made. It's not smoked, so it's not really authentic. I don't know what the ingredients are in it, and I didn't make this. This is one of the simpler sausages to make, and I should have just made it, but it's just a lot of effort. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just go ahead and open it up. I'll show it to you, and they're nice looking sausages. They're big sausages is what they are. These are probably, these are more than a quarter pound. Let me see what the label says. I forgot to even look. It's these are just over a quarter pound, and these are I just bought them and I froze them last night, and I just let them sit out and thaw, and I realized that I was going to smoke the fish, so I'm going to smoke this too. So, and that's how it is. So let's give that a shot and see how it goes. So I will see you all at the smoker. Alright, yeah, it's about 32 degrees out here. See how the little smoker is doing, huh? Oh yeah, look at that, smoking good. So So I'll do this for about at least 3 hours, and then I'll pull it. Okay, so we have spent 5 hours in a smoker. It's a cold smoker, so I didn't cook any of this stuff. So here's the andouille sausage. It smells real smoky in here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut this in half. This fancy pair of scissors. And I'm going to put it in this bowl here. There's a glass cooking dish. And I'm going to pop it in the oven. Just like that, huh? So we'll put that aside for now. And wash my hands real quick. Now the andouille, I'm going to just cut it up, and I am going to I'm just going to cook it up, man. So use a Chinese chef knife on this one. So I like to cut the little ends off and toss them over there. So it has knots on it. Okay, and here it is. You can really smell. So I'm just going to cut them into little coins like this, I think. Now that I think about it, I kind of wish I would have cut them a little bit differently. And I still can. Just a little rough chop like this. And that's pretty good. So, cut. Alright, so now add a little bit of the olive oil. I'm just going to basically push the sausage in there like that. Alright, so basically all I'm going to do is I'm just going to brown this meat, and then I'm going to add it to my red beans. So let this cook and I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and soak these red beans. These red beans, this is about a pound. I'm not going to wash them so much, but after they soak, I will rinse them very good and go through them. So we're going to just cover them up and just like that. And that's it. So we'll soak these for about probably 12 or 14 hours. Got my pan nice and hot. Add some olive oil, just a little bit. Add my sausage. You can sure smell the difference, I'll tell you. I just got a nice rich dose of this andouille sausage, and it's very nice. Alright, so alright, so that's releasing some nice oil. So I'm going to throw in my Trinity. This is a lot like my gumbo recipe. If you guys haven't seen my gumbo recipe, you should check it out. It's a little more complicated than this, and but I do a video that has some really great detail to it. So, okay, while that's cooking or sauteing, I am going to drain my beans. They soaked overnight. They're looking really good. So I'm going to put them in a colander. And then these are the tiny, or the small red beans. They're not the big giant kidney beans. So let that cook for a little bit. Alright, pretty simple dish. So now I am going to add some garlic. That's probably 4 cloves, maybe. I use the parade stuff. So let this cook just a little bit. Alright, so yeah. Alright, here goes my red beans. I always use filtered water. I don't use tap water. I don't even drink tap water. I don't even buy water. Alright, so there's a little bit of filtered water like that. I'm going to add just a little bit more, I think. Alright, smelling really good in here. Let's add some herbs. I'm going to add two bay leaves. And I always like the whole ones because I like to know, because you got to take them out. You got to be accountable for them. So there's the bay leaves. And about a teaspoon of ground black pepper. And since I'm the only one who's going to be eating this, I'm going to keep it spicy. So I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne to it. But first I want to add some thyme leaf. I like to crush it just a little bit like that. There we go. So, see if I can scrounge up some cayenne pepper. I found it. Cayenne pepper. Just a dash, not a lot. So, there. There we go, mix it all up. Get it going in there really good. Okay, this is looking really good. Now, the last thing is this smoked pork hock. Alright, there you have it. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it a little bit hotter, and I'm going to transfer it to a crock pot so I can leave. I don't trust my burners because they're always trying to sabotage me, so I'll see you when I plate up. Okay, so this is my red beans and rice. This is my ham hock. And I'm going to cut a little bit off here, just like this. And I'm going to add some of the meat to it. Okay. Okay. Alright, so just do this. So this is the black beans and rice, and I'm going to garnish it with some scallions. And what do you reach for? Do you reach for the Tabasco, or do you reach for the Louisiana hot sauce? the Louisiana hot sauce all day long. That's what you reach for. And that's it. Black beans and rice. How about I take a bite? Okay, this is red beans and rice and not black beans and rice, just so you know. So let's have a little bit of this nice rice and some of these nice. Now, what I did with these beans also, so I got some of them and I crushed them, so it really thickened up the juice. Mmm. 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 Have some of this. Oh man, it's so good. This is a dish to kill for right here. Mmm. That ham hock is perfect. Now, you ever had a dish like this before? You can see it's real simple to make. Just takes a little bit of time. I'm talking to you, Joe Pierce. Mmm. Okay, so that's the red beans and rice recipe. And I gotta tell you right now, this is a pretty mellow recipe as far as seasonings go. You can do a number of things with it. Add a little more cayenne pepper, add a little bit more sausage, the andouille sausage. You could add some filet gumbo even. You could add some Italian herbs. You can add a little bit of sage to it. But the thing is that, you know, get a decent flavor profile and just let it cook. Let it cook 4, 5, 6 hours, you know, nice and slow, and everything. And one thing that I did, you probably noticed in the video, was that I got some sausage and I smoked it, and I came back and I cut it and I browned it, and then later on I added a different type of sausage. The first sausage, I tasted it and I didn't like the way it tasted. It didn't have anything to it. So that's why I got a different sausage. But if you're interested in cooking like this or eating foods like this, you know, this is not really that hard to make. My gumbo recipe has a lot more complex than this. I think it has 16 or 18 ingredients to it. But it's got shrimp, chicken, got the white rice, got the okra, it's got all these different herbs, got the tomato concasse, all these different things. And if you want to watch my video, look it up. It's not that hard to find. And you'll see a pretty good instructional on how to do probably the thing that most people don't know how to do is make tomato concasse. And it's real simple to do. It's on my video. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Later.